Hey all. First of all, I want to thank my family. Half of them flew in from Missouri, from St. Louis, and the other half drove in from Panama City. It's really cool that they could be here. Thanks to Dr. Hartnett. She's a remarkable lady and helped convince me to get my PhD one day. And I've taken her social media marketing class, and she's pretty extraordinary. I've been in the program since fall of 2013, and I could go on and on about how great of a businessman Patrick is. Most of you are familiar with him and what he does. He's real great at getting startups off the ground and angel investing, and he really grasps business in a really transcendent way. But I want to get more into the person of Patrick, and I just drew up a couple of bullet points of the kind of guy he is and what I really favored about him the most. And first of all, what I really appreciated is he's not a browbeater, and he never lectured me on anything. It brings to mind a quote from Plato. It says, "Do not train a child to learn by force or harshness, but direct them to it by what amuses their minds, so that you may be able to discover with accuracy the peculiar bent of the genius of each." And I think I love that quote. And he followed it to a T, because I was really undecided for a long time, and halfway through my program here, I actually switched from finance to marketing, which is pretty dramatic to say the least. He actually helped me arrive at that decision to go over the pros and cons of each, and it really helped ease those nights of pacing back and forth in the living room at 2 a.m. to have that support. It was pretty amazing. I've also been really unsure of where I want to move to after I graduate. I knew I wanted to move away to a bigger city, and he encouraged me to really save my money and time and go and explore these new places, which I did. And second, he was so good at taking my raw jumble of ideas and turning them into super laser-focused action steps. And I really like quotes, if you can't tell, but the H.L. Mencken has a really good quote: "The best teacher is not the one who knows most, but the one who is most capable of reducing knowledge to that simple compound of the most obvious and most wonderful." And I think it's one of the most crucial steps of being a mentor, and I think him dealing with startups on a daily basis, all day, every day, helping new kind of amateur business people get off the ground and take their ideas to fruition. I think he was made for it, and when you see his face light up when he talks about what he does, it's so inspiring. And I think our being with him for 3 years, it really blossomed when we went beyond just talking about resumes and cover letters and all those just kind of surface level things, but when I could really talk to him and call him on the phone with, personal things, and he's has led such a rich, diverse life that I know that I could approach him with just about anything, not just work or school related. And finally, he made me come to realize that I was an empowered and an enlightened individual with ideas worth investing in and sharing with the world. I remember one day, something that sticks out in my mind very vividly is we were at Panera Bread, and he got a call from one of his associates with what sounded like really pressing. And he told his associate that he was in an important meeting. Not that he was with a student, from UWF, not that he was with a mentee, not that he was out having lunch, but he was in a meeting. I occupied a very precious part of his time. And I can't even put that into words. That was a turning point. It was a watershed moment in my life, and it's what really made me realize that this program is just valuable in so many ways. Patrick has set forth the template of the type of man I want to be, and I can't wait to be a mentor myself one day in a program like this. And I just can't wait. I try to, I've never been one to chase after riches or possessions or power or anything like that, like we're driven to in our culture. I'm so much more driven towards the internal and cultivating my own ideas and becoming well educated so that one day I can, take a student under my wing. It doesn't even have to be business related, that maybe I can implant the motivation and encouragement into a child that goes on to find the patent that beats cancer, or the colonization of Mars, or the economic plan that drives out income inequality. Patrick, I'm losing more than a mentor. In a month or so, I'm going to be moving cross country. I'm going to be losing more than a mentor. I'm going to be losing a friend. But I know that the ideas and the beliefs and the time that he's spent with me, it lives on. It's more than just a plaque on a wall or a sports car in a driveway. It's so much more than that, and I'll miss him pretty dearly.